Good afternoon, folks. Welcome to today's webinar titled Increase ROI in Video Surveillance with Bolide QuickConnect and our DVR solutions. My name is Ken Miguel, and here with me today is a Bolide technical support, Mike Lugo. Mike, how are you?
Doing great, Ken. Happy to be here. Happy to shed some light on our new technologies, see if we can make installations a little bit easier for our customers.
A lot easier.
A lot easier.
Again, this webinar is brought to you by Bolide Technology Group. Over 20 years experience in manufacturing quality CCTV equipment. We are a ISO 9000 certified distributor. We're also now a GSA preferred vendor under Schedule 84. And of course, A+ customer service. Stick around until the end of the webinar, and we're giving away a discount code for 5% off any Bolide Quick Connect DVR. And also we'll be answering questions afterwards. So let's start. Let's go. Mike, we're talking ROI, return on investment. Now, as a company that installs video surveillance systems, there's a lot of things that factor into your ROI, okay? I just want to focus on two things that's very important. That's time and money, okay? Let's go over time first. Now, Mike, how many hours would you spend doing one installation? You've got your cameras, install your cameras, and install your DVR. And there's one part that sometimes stalls a few things. What is that? That's programming.
Programming. I spent years in the field doing installs, Ken, and the most grueling, time-consuming part would be the programming. There's just so much time on it.
So many variables involved.
So many variables involved. Just, customer questions. Why isn't this working? Programming was the worst part.
So how does this affect your ROI? Of course, you get to spend time, it's more time finishing an install, which affects how many installs can you do in a week. And in turn, how many installs can you do in a month? And then in a year. Are you really hitting your goal on how many projects you want to tackle annually? And also consider how much time do you spend going back to the same customer that already paid you just to fix something that went wrong. Now, let's talk about money. Profit margin, of course. So how much net profit are you taking out of every project you tackle? You know what they say, Mike, time is money, right?
Oh, yeah.
The longer you spend trying to finish one job, the more it takes out of your bottom line, your net profit. You got to pay your team. You have to pay for equipment, travel, all that. You have cash flow. Of course, the faster you finish a project, the faster you get paid as a dealer, right? And in turn, it gives you, the faster you get paid, the more opportunities you can go after, the more you can invest in your company. Cash flow is very important in any company. Also, you've got competitiveness. Now, how competitive are you? Are you cost competitive compared to other companies? And is the product that you're offering a superior product compared to what's out there in the market? And also, one important thing is customer satisfaction. How happy are your customers with the product that you're selling? Is it a superior product that's way better than what's out there in the market? Are they getting it for a price that's fair to them? Are they getting all the features that they paid for? Now, what happens when you have happy customers, Mike? You get referrals. I mean, this is really the best way to promote and move on to the next project. Okay, so what if we say that Bolide came up with a solution, a DVR solution that will allow you to spend less time finishing an installation, in turn increasing the number of projects you can do in a week, a month, and hopefully hit your annual goals? And what if we say we have a product that will allow you to be price competitive and let you offer one of the best products in the market today?
Show me where to sign.
Show you where to sign. So this is our solution. It's Bolide Quick Connect. This is an entirely new way of programming, if you call it that, a new way of installing a system that will allow you to get in, get out, and get paid. All right, Mike?
Right.
It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Tell me about this, Mike.
So our Quick Connect is just that simple. It is 1, 2, 3. Download the app, use your phone to scan the QR code, and 3, you're ready to stream. It's that simple.
So it's really just 1, 2, 3. You download the Bolide app, which is free.
Free.
You scan your DVR, and you stream.
And you stream. That's it.
None of that other stuff that's time consuming.
Nothing at all. As fast as you can say Quick Connect, you're on your way.
So how does this work? So Bolide DVRs now come standard with a QR code and device ID that you can see on top of the unit. So this is where Quick Connect comes in. You download the app. You go to a device manager. You open the QR code. You scan this, and you're looking at your cameras.
Correct. And the QR code is built into the app. So it's real simple. There's nothing else to go get. It's as simple as placing the camera over the QR code, and it takes the picture for you. And from there, it takes you straight to your cameras. It really, you cannot get any simpler.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Now, this is an entirely new way of programming, setting up DVRs. I got a few questions for you, Mike.
Okay.
If I'm a dealer, do I need to do any type of port forwarding?
Never again. That's the beauty of the Quick Connect technology. It's all in the QR code. All the information needed to connect is in that code. And it binds itself directly to the device with a direct connection, and that's it.
So we're bypassing the network here.
In essence, you're making your own network between the two devices. So, yeah.
Now, this is the old ways of doing things. Do I need a static IP address? If I don't have it, do I need to set up a DDNS account?
No, you don't. That's the other beauty of the Quick Connect technology. Like I said earlier, it binds itself with a device ID. The device ID is unique to the DVR and connects itself to the device, eliminating any kind of address or DDNS or anything like that, any kind of numbers to remember. It's a direct connection.
There's no need to pay for static IP and set up a DDNS.
None of that stuff.
Now, what about security issues? Is there any type of security issues? We're talking about having your own network. Is there any type of security issues that we need to worry about?
No. All you have to do is you can fix it all with a simple password. Add that password to the device, add it to your phone or whatever you're using, and that's it. You have to worry about any kind of security issues, anybody walking by, scanning the QR code. They don't have the passwords. They won't be able to get in.
Now what about firewalls? What about restrictions with sophisticated networks, large networks? Do I need to worry about this stuff?
Not at all. As long as that DVR can see the internet and the device you're using has an internet connection, they will always find each other. They'll always connect as long as both have an internet connection. You don't have to worry about any firewalls, anything.
So what that sounds like to me, Mike, is it really just plug and play?
Yeah, plug and play is the perfect description of the Quick Connect technology. It takes less than 2 minutes. Follow the 3 steps, and you're done. Like I said, as fast as you can say Quick Connect, you're ready, and you start programming on your next job.
So this goes back to ROI with time. This allows you to just get in, Bolide Quick Connect, get out. Now, let's look at our DVR lines that has this technology. We have a few lines of DVRs, all have the Bolide Quick Connect. Let's look at the first one. So we have our Bolide SVR 9000 HDP series with Quick Connect technology. This is one of the best DVRs in the market today. We're talking about specs, we're talking about features, we're talking about price, we're talking Quick Connect, how it looks, the overall package. Now this line comes in a 4-channel model, 8-channel, and a 16-channel model. All have the Bolide Quick Connect technology. And with these DVRs, you're recording at 960H live view and 960H playback at real-time frames per second. You're not compromising resolution. You're not compromising frames. It really gives you the best of the best. It's got a variety of outputs. We'll go over that in a little bit, but it's got 2 BNCs, one for a main output, one for spot output. We have a VGA output, and we also have HDMI output for 1080p viewing. Aside from that, it's got a lot more. It's got audio inputs, audio outputs. It's got alarm inputs, alarm outputs. And every DVR comes with essential management software, CMS, which will allow you to manage multiple DVRs from multiple locations. Now, Mike, how many DVRs can you manage with this software?
Well, over 100 streams with the software, so it's very, very helpful when it comes to installers having to deal with a lot of DVRs, a lot of installs at different locations. You can have over 100 streams on there.
So 100 cameras.
Yeah.
One solution that the Bolide Quick Connect solve is the remote viewing setup. This DVR, you can view with a lot of devices. You've got iOS devices, you have iPhones, iPads, you've got Android devices and tablets. Also, you have PCs and Mac. Mac is not, a lot of DVRs do not work with Mac computers.
Correct. It's very, very hard to find a DVR that works with has a CMS that actually works with Mac. We're one of the only ones out there that has that.
One of the few. Again, this is one of the best DVRs out there. Let's talk about the Bolide DVR app. How much did that cost?
Free. That's another thing. I mean, so many competitors out there actually charge for their app. Ours is free, and we'll go over what you actually get with that in a bit. But yeah, it's free.
So free, zero. Of course, this line comes with a standard 3-year warranty. Now let's look at the other line, which is the Bolide SVR 9000 CHD series with Quick Connect. Now the 9000 HDP gives you the best of the best, all the features, best resolution, best frames, everything. Now, if you're looking for something a bit more cost effective, we have a solution for you. It's going to be this line. So this is also available in a 4-channel model, an 8-channel, and a 16-channel. Bolide Quick Connect is available on the 8-channel and 16-channel models of the series. And of course, you're recording in 960H resolution. You still have your BNC outputs, VGA, and HDMI outputs. And you still have a lot of features here. You have the audio input and output. And of course, it comes packaged with the same central management software. It uses the same Bolide DVR app. And of course, you can remote view these with iOS devices, Androids, PC, and Mac. Okay, now, are these compatible? Can you network them with the HDP line?
Correct. You can. This is cross-compatible, especially with the CMS software. A lot of the older models work in unison with it, so you don't have to worry about having two different CMS softwares running to check your DVRs. All the same DVR. All the same CMS.
So you want a 960H DVR solution, at a very cost-effective price? This is your answer. So let's take a look at the DVR a little bit. This is an image over SBR 9016 HDP model. So as you can see here, there's something noticeable. It's the sticker where the QR code and device ID is located on the top of the unit. Can you tell us a little bit something about this?
Yeah, so the QR code, like we said earlier, and the device ID are what make our Bolide Quick Connect technology actually work. All the information needed is in these two little things on the sticker here. The QR code, of course, you scan, and the device ID is the actual device ID that is going to represent the device, the DVR.
So for the QR code is for you to scan with your phone through the Bolide DVR app. And this device ID is used when you use the CMS software. Instead of inputting an IP address, all you do is type in the device ID and it connects you to the DVR.
Correct, correct. So device ID is really important because that's what's going to eliminate IP addresses. The device ID represents the DVR, and that information as well as the QR code is what makes the Quick Connect technology work.
Okay, so let's see the physical features of this unit. And on the front, you've got a USB port for a mouse. This unit comes with a mouse and a remote control. Also, it can be used to plug in a USB drive for backup.
Yeah. Yep.
You've got your video and menu controls on the front. Also, you have a power and hard drive light indicators. So you'll know if your hard drive somehow stops recording, you'll see the light on there. It's got also a number keypad on the front. This model specifically has a room for 2 hard drives, up to how much terabyte per bay, Mike?
So we're looking at 2 terabytes per bay, and the hard drives we use are actually security grade. So it's not just a normal hard drive. It's actually put up with the demanding demands that a security system would need.
So going back to this QR code, this is a top view. So this is what you see. You'll see the code on the top, bottom left corner of the DVR. Again, you take your phone, you have the app, it's got a QR code scanner. You scan it and you stream. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Very easy. Now, Mike, let's talk about the app a little bit. Okay. So it's a Bolide DVR. Like we mentioned, this is free. It's available on the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store. Not only is it free, it's got a whole lot of features. Okay, so you can do live view of how many maximum DVRs, Mike?
There's no maximum amount of DVRs you can have. As many DVRs on there as you need. So you have 100 customers, you have 100 DVRs on your app.
Also, not only can you do live view, but you can actually do remote playback. So you can play back the videos you have in your hard drive through your phone, right, Mike?
Correct. And also, you can record to your phone, in essence, making your phone a miniature DVR. So out of that live view, you can record actually what's going on straight to your phone.
So you're recording straight to your phone.
Correct.
For a remote playback, you'll see a calendar view, very simple. There's a dot for a date that has recordings. You click on that, and then you press the channel, and you're playing back.
Correct. Also, on the playback audio, not a lot of devices, apps out there will let you hear what's going on. If you have a microphone hooked up, you can hear everything that's going on the recording or the live view.
So where can you find the scanner? You can find that under Device Manager.
Correct.
When you add a device, instead of typing in your IP address like we do in the old days, all you do is click on the scanner, scan the QR code.
That's it.
And you're done.
And you're done.
So it really saves you a lot of time and a lot of work. Now, Mike, let's talk about the outputs, the back of the unit. It's got plenty. Again, this is one of the best, most superior DVRs in the market. It's got of course, the BNC inputs for your cameras. It's got two BNC outputs. One is your main monitor, and one is your slave monitor, in case you want to use it for a public view monitor, or simply just have another monitor that streams all your cameras. Also, you have audio input. In this case, on the 16-channel model, you actually have 16 audio inputs. And you see here also you have 2 audio outputs. We have a HDMI output for 1080p viewing. If you want to use it for a big screen TV or a 1080p monitor, all HD. You have a VGA output. Then you've got your Ethernet port and another USB port for a mouse or maybe another USB flash drive for backup.
Correct.
And we've got RS-485 to control PTZs. You've got alarm input and alarm output. So this is available for you to integrate with alarm devices.
Correct.
Another cool feature here is IR extender. It's got an output for IR extender. Tell us a little bit something about this IR extender, Mike.
The IR extender is a great feature because a lot of people want to have their DVR sitting out, and everybody to see. You actually be able to put it in another room. It comes up to 50 feet, so that's sometimes up to 2 rooms, and you'll be able to control it through your remote control, the IR extender. So that's a really cool feature to have on the DVR.
And we actually have an available 50-foot cable for this IR extender. So we're talking about outputs here, Mike. Now, how many of these outputs can you use simultaneously?
The great thing about it is you can use them all at the same time. Now, only one is going to be your main output to control any configuration changes or menus or anything like that. But the other ones will display all your cameras or whatever situation you might want to have them displayed in multiple places.
Okay, so, you can utilize all this functionality.
All of it.
Again, this is the SVR 9000 HDP model. It's 960H, best features. It's got everything you need. Now, let's talk about the interface a little bit. The GUI. I like this for 2 things. Number 1, it's simple. Number 2, it's user-friendly. So any kind of functionality that you need to access is really 1 or 2 clicks away.
Yeah.
Right? So you got to hear your main menu. Let's look at an example. So if you want to do record settings, all you do is click on record, which will take you to this screen, and it's got tabs for your record parameters, your schedule record, and your stream setting. As you can see here, it's a 960H DVR. It will record 960H on every channel. real-time frames per second. You can actually adjust your bit rate, and you can turn your audio on and off. Okay, so it's 2 clicks away. Another example would be a record search. So to get to this screen, all you do is go in the main menu, click on click on search, and it will show a calendar, layout, days of the month, and then times of the day, and you will see colors indicating recordings in the hard drive. So for 24/7 recording, you're going to see a green.
Correct. Green.
You can also set this DVR for motion detection only, which you will see as a yellow color bar. Also, you can set this to alarm detection only, which you'll see here as a red bar.
The great thing about the alarm and motion detection is it kind of works as a bookmark. So if you've got something that happened 2 days ago, you don't want to have to go through 2 days of recording. The alarm indicators will actually show you when alarms were set. You can go straight to those recordings, and you have to go sifting through a bunch of stuff that's not even there. So it's a great tool.
So another way to look into your recordings is event search. So you type in what date and a time period that you want. You search events, and it will show all the recordings from all the channels. So that way, you won't need to sift through, a lot of files. So we mentioned, so that's the GUI. Like I said, simple, user-friendly. Everything is a few clicks away. We mentioned that this DVR come with essential management software, CMS. This is what it looks like on a PC, and it's really, in essence, the same 2 qualities: simple and user-friendly. So this is a live view. Mm-hmm. You've got your devices on the left-hand side of the screen. So the way you enter a device now, instead of inputting your IP address, you have what? Your device ID, which is underneath the QR code.
Yeah. So
instead of finding out and typing in your IP address, you're only going by device code, and that will enter the DVR.
Correct.
Hey, Michael, how many DVRs can you access here?
So yeah, like I was saying earlier, it's over 100 streams. So you can set that in different ways. How do you want the streams to come out on the display? So the 16 screens you got there, you can have 2 from this DVR, 2 from another DVR, 3 from this DVR. And when I say streams, I mean some networks are faster than others, some are slower. So you can have some on stream 1, some on stream 2. So that helps out a lot too in terms of bandwidth.
So we're talking 100 cameras.
Correct.
And you can pick and choose.
Correct.
Which channels you want to display.
Correct.
I mean, that's a great feature.
It is. I don't think another CMS out there really does what this one does.
So let's look at how you want to play back with this software. So you've got your devices on your left-hand side. Now this is a timeline type of layout. So you have your times of the day on the bottom, and again you have the color-coded bars. Green is 24/7 recording, yellow is motion detection, and then red for alarm. So you take this time bar, and you just drag it to whatever time of the day you want to watch, and it will take you there. Correct. Plus, you can actually play back 4 cameras simultaneously
at once. And also another really cool feature about it is if you need a backup, you can back up directly from the screen. Right-click over one of the playing streams and download. So it's a right-click, get a menu. The menu says download, and it goes straight to your PC. So there's not a lot of doing this, doing that, clicking here, setting all kinds of areas to save it. It's very simple.
That makes it So much easier.
So much easier.
So another feature that sets this apart from our competition is emaps. So with emaps, you can actually upload a floor plan of, let's say, your home or business. So you've got your floor plan, and you can actually set markers where the cameras are installed, right?
Correct. And as the marker goes off, you'll get a screen pop-up actually indicating here was the alarm, and this is what's going on. So you see the picture there on the screen that shows you what's going on at that moment. And so that is another very cool feature. And the beauty of it is, of the CMS, is you can actually hook up multiple screens and have them all displaying at the same time if your PC has multiple video output. So you can see the playback, the emaps, and live video all simultaneously in one time.
So you've got 3 screens going
together. Yeah.
So we went over the standalone DVR solutions, Bolide Quick Connect. I mean, everything about it is simple, easy, user-friendly, fast. It's got everything you need. Let's go back to ROI. So time, we solved this. We're able to give you a solution that will allow you to spend less time doing installations. In turn, let you do more projects per week, per month, and help you reach your goals. There's less issues with networking, so you spend a lot less time going back and fixing your DVRs if they stop working, right?
Right.
Also, money. We're able to give you a solution, a technology that will allow you to be competitive in cost, allow you to offer a superior product, and spend less time installing. Profit margin. Get more out of your projects. Cash flow.
Pero
Get in.
700 tenemos.
Bolide Quick
Hasta
Connect.
viejas no.
Get out.
La Cephew, acuérdate que solo la voz,
Overall, I mean,
la Red Eye y la
satisfaction.
PixMC.
I mean, the end user is going to have everything. Remote viewing on their iPads, iPhones, Androids, PC. I mean,
Esa no
you
tiene.
name it,
No.
they can access their DVRs anywhere.
Si es para
And that
rematar,
will
ahí tengo la
lead
Red Eye para rematar.
customer satisfaction
Si es
and
para
referrals.
pues lo que pasa es que Rafael está tan barato.
So there you have it, folks. Bolide
Muy económico.
Quick Connect, of course, and all of our standalone DVR units. We promise that we're giving away a discount code for 5% off any Bolide Quick Connect DVR. The discount code is Quick Connect 5, and this code is valid until January 30th, end of the month. Bolide Quick Connect, as easy as 1, 2, 3. So now we're opening the room for any questions or comments from our viewers.
If you have any, you can either type it in and we'll answer your questions over the air, or
Thanks for joining us. Okay, so we have a question here. How do I download an EMAP?
so in the software itself, if you have the layout already, it lets you, if you have it in your computer, maybe it's a JPEG or a standard format picture, it lets you upload it to the software and it'll display in the screen, and then you could just drag over the cameras in the different rooms or whatever that you might want the cameras to be in.
Can you add external hard drives?
So you cannot add an external hard drive, but you can use a thumb drive for backup purposes only. External hard drives for backup purposes only, not to record directly, but you can use it to move your backup files over.
So another question is, the device manager on my PC does not have a field for device ID, just the IP address for the DDNS setting. Am I using an old version?
So, no, basically it's just a setting. You click on the actual, where it says device ID or IP, and it'll give you a different option.
What are the differences in between the economy and premium models? So let me answer this. The premium model does 960H all channels at real-time frames per second. The economy model does 960H, a little bit less frames per second. How many frames on the economy model, Mike?
I believe it is up to 15.
Up to 15 frames per second. Yeah. Also on the 8-channel model, the economy line does not have a front panel with buttons, but through using a mouse, you can still access the same interface for the DVR. Another question, can you explain scanning and adding a camera?
Yeah, so on our app, in the device manager, there's a button. When you hit that button, there's a built-in scanner on the app itself. So it'll bring up the camera from your phone on its own, and you'll see a line or a box actually indicating where to put the QR code, match it up to the box, and that's it. It'll take the picture for you. You'll hear it beep, and it'll take you directly to your cameras.
Another question we have here. Can we save a template program? How would a dealer contact a DVR from their site for maintenance or reprogram? Should the QR sticker be removed after installation? Anyone with an app, can they copy the code and have access?
So yeah, like I explained earlier, you can solve all that with just a simple password on the device and on your phone or whatever. Yeah, anybody can walk by and scan it. So it's really up to the installer or the customer. Do they want to keep the QR code on the DVR? Do they want to hide it, put it somewhere in a more secure place? It's really up to you, but the QR code is something that you do want to save.
So anybody can scan, but they're not going to access it because they don't have your password.
Correct. Correct.
Hopefully that answers that question. Another one here, we have with the app, how many people can access the DVR? In a business application, multiple managers or owners may need access to the DVR.
So on the app itself, there's no limit. You can have as many people access the DVR through the app as needed. So we had another question. It's Bolide DVR. Yes, that is the one. It is by Dangbo. That is the correct. It's red. It has a little DVR on the corner.
Another question here. Do you have any NVRs with Quick Connect capability? As of right now, the current line that we have does not have the Quick Connect, but certainly our future lines are going to be integrated with this technology. Will there be any conflict if two app users try to access the DVR at the same time?
No,
And how is that handled?
There's no conflict at all. They'll both be able to watch it simultaneously, and one would not even know the other one is on.
Would you agree that it might slow it down a little bit depending on the network speed?
It would depend on a few factors: upload speed of the DVR's location and the internet connection you're using on your device. So if it's mobile broadband, Wi-Fi, etc., it depends on the speed. So it's dependent upon the user.
How does the dealer contact the DVR remotely for service?
So same way as they would the customer, you could set up actual users and different passwords if maybe you want to have different security levels or multiple users. You're able to do that through the DVR and just input that into the app.
Okay, another question here. I can only find a device IP field. I cannot find the field for Quick Connect ID.
Okay, so it's going to depend on if you're using Mac is a little, or iPhone is a little different because it doesn't show the button. But if you just click in that space where it says IP domain, you'll get another window pop up that says device ID. So it's there. You just need to click the line.
It's on the left.
For the Mac, it's not on for the Mac. The Mac is the actual line of text that says IP domain. If you click that text, it'll bring up a new window that'll bring up the device ID selection.
It's actually on his PC, the device manager.
Oh, it's on your PC, so it should be there. If it's on your PC, you just enter the device ID directly. You just go ahead and put that information into the empty space, and that's all you need.
Does that answer your question? Another one. Will this webinar be available via YouTube or the Bolide website in the future? Yes, we actually recorded this webinar, and it will be uploaded into our Bolide North America YouTube page. Also, on our website, we're going to have links on there for this webinar and our future webinars. Can you add a DVD writer to this unit?
No, unfortunately you can't. But since you can back up to the thumb drive, then you can add it to your PC and burn it that way. So it might be better because you don't have to buy an external DVD writer and then add it like that. You can just use the one that comes with your laptop or computer if it has one. And yeah.
There's some that stick by DVD and burning discs, but I think we believe that USB flash drive is really quicker. Just it's more convenient. It's smaller. There's no external units that you need to plug in. Another question from him I saw earlier was, can you connect an external hard drive to this DVR?
Yeah, so you can, but only for backup purposes, not for recording. So you can back up just like a thumb drive to it. So thumb drives have its limitations on size. External hard drives don't, so that's the difference between the two.
Okay, so but you cannot set your record location to the external hard drive. You can use it just like you use a thumb drive, which is take a file, back up, and save it into the external hard drive.
Correct.
Another question here, can we save a programming template to use at multiple sites?
Yes, you can, actually. Yes, you can. I actually use that feature a lot here at the office because, we have to do some programming, and it's really, really time-saving. You save the file to a USB drive, and when you go to upload it, it automatically looks for a folder that's made when you format the thumb drive, and the settings automatically go in. So yeah, you can.
So all your record settings.
Your record settings.
If you have one, and you want to buy another one.
Yeah, you just duplicate it, put it right in, and it takes it right from the USB drive.
Another way to
save time.
Save time. What is the max hard drive space on the SBR 9000 HDP. So for the 4-channel and 8-channel model, there's actually one bay that can hold up to 2 terabyte hard drives. The 16-channel model, as you saw in the images earlier, has 2 bays, 2 terabyte each, so that totals up to 4 terabyte within the unit. Any other questions? Type away. So if there's not any more questions, we want to thank you for joining us this afternoon for this webinar. Hopefully you guys learned about our Bolide QuickConnect and how it really helps the dealer with the installation and in turn, like the title said, increase ROI with time, money, and a superior product. So thank you guys for joining us. We'll be doing another webinar next month. And again, this will be uploaded into our Bolide YouTube channel and our website. And we will see you guys next time.
Thank you very much.
Have a good afternoon.